All right, guys, this phone call is between myself and the LaSalle County Sheriff's Office 911 Director Curtis Yasm on October 22nd, 2021, which was last Friday. You will hear that I'm asking them about if the dispatchers are courthouse employees or just county sheriff's employees. And he tells me one thing, but then he turns around and says they're allowed to do things that they are not supposed to be allowed to do. And when confronted kindly with that, he abruptly hangs up the phone call. So check this out.
LaSalle County Sheriff's Office.
Hello, I am trying to inquire if the 911 employees are employed by the courthouse or if they're only sheriff's office employees, or how does that work?
I can transfer you over to my 911 director. Please hold.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello?
Hello, I am trying to find out if the 911 dispatchers are courthouse employees or just sheriff's office employees, or how does that work?
911 dispatchers, they're actually employees of the county under the sheriff.
Okay, so they're not courthouse employees?
No. They're actual employees of the county.
Okay, so they're not specifically allowed to bring in, say, cell phones or electronics and aerosol cans and weapons and such, right?
No.
Okay, and are they also, do they have to be screened when they come into work each day, like the general public would be? Do they have to, put their purse up on the thing and stuff?
Put their what, I'm sorry?
Like, say, put their belongings up on the counter and go through the metal detector and screen them properly? Do they do that to them?
Well, they all come through the metal detector and stuff when they come in, yes.
Okay, and do they carry their bags through the metal detector, or do they, as if they would somebody with court, hold their belongings as they're going through the detector to see if the detector goes off?
Well, I mean, most of the time they do come through. I mean, they're dispatchers. I mean, if anything does go up, I mean, they're treated just the way, anybody else would be.
Okay, so they do have to take their, purse off and walk through? Or no?
Well, if they're employees, so I mean, most of the time, I mean, the people sitting up front, I mean, they know who they are, but I mean, if they come through the metal detector and they get, the alarm goes up, I mean, I'm sure they're going to be stopped. I mean, I'm not out there all the time, so I don't know.
Okay, and are the 911 employees, are they allowed to use their personal cell phones on the job since they're not courthouse employees and they need prior authorization from the judge, according to the judge's order?
Yep, and there you have it, guys. When I simply asked him that in the same tone I had been talking the whole time, he does nothing but abruptly hang up with no warning. And he's the 911 director for LaSalle County. That's sad. His behavior is frightening. He admitted that they're not supposed to be able to bring their phones or all these extra items in because the judge's order clearly states that courthouse employees and or attorneys and such. But it says nothing about any other type of employee besides, the officers and the courthouse employees. And dispatchers are not officers. So, therefore, they are knowingly breaking the judge's order themselves and picking and choosing who gets to, which we already knew. But now we do have them recorded saying these things and admitting that the dispatchers, who are civilians and aren't supposed to get that extra treatment because the judge's order didn't include them. They wanted that order so bad, they finally got it after we were taken against our will, and it didn't include the dispatchers. All right, but here we are. The rest of us will get arrested, but the dispatchers will be allowed to do it, and then also allowed to threaten you and harm you while they're on duty. and they will blame the citizens for Tara R. Hyde's actions while on the job. So again, guys, we do have confirmation that the dispatchers are not supposed to be above this judge's order, but yet they are being allowed to do so. That means they're at fault, and so are the court security officers letting them in. I didn't know that that was their choice. I didn't know they had a say in it once the judge's order was in there. Isn't it supposed to just be the order, unless you're an officer or a courthouse employee? Weird. Very weird. Even more weird that he hung up. You know, you got to run around, I guess, once you start getting the hard questions. But it's just adding to the pot, guys. All right. Well, I'm doing more work in the background here for a little while, and eventually you guys will see. Some of you kind of know, but yeah, they're going down, Curt Yasm, you and Tara, No Name, Sheriff Dis, Templeton, all of you. We know you're watching. Bye.